how do you feel about Common Core?
My thoughts on Common Core, I don't really agree with it, first of all. I think kids should be challenged individually, and I think they should be challenged, based off of their skill level and their level of academics and what they can really accomplish on their own, instead of kind of everybody having the same goal and everybody doing the same thing the same way. I think some kids display problem solving better through physical applications instead of doing it on paper or taking paper tests. Really, to me, Common Core only suggests that our kids, learn one way, in a standardized way, and I think kids should really, we should apply the methods that that they can really express themselves and kind of show how they can learn, and not just all the same and on paper. So
more of an individualized education
most definitely
plan.
Yeah, individually, people have different challenges and can learn in different ways, so kids need to learn that there's more than just one way to do things, and I think that's the main thing.
So why do you think that teachers should not be armed?
Because I believe just having the children knowing that there's a firearm in the classroom is too intimidating for them. It puts them at a disadvantage. They may feel that because the teacher's armed, that they can't say what they feel that's necessary to say in a time that maybe it's something they don't agree with.
Schools should be publicly funded because the education of all our children has everyone's well-being in mind. Without a well-educated workforce growing up, you're going to do worse in the long run. And not everyone can afford good schooling, so a publicly funded school would result in a better nation.
So how do you feel about teachers having guns in schools?
I think this is a new concept that's come out with the recent events, if what's happened down in Florida and then things that have gone on in the past. I think it's a great idea. One, it certainly have to have appropriate background checks for the teachers that are going to have guns in the classroom. But anything that has happened recently, as soon as a gun showed up on scene, the perpetrator of the heinous act usually gave up or did something that, it immediately stopped. So having the teachers actually armed and have access to that readily, quickly, I think is going to be a deterrent to anyone, because most of the time these people that perpetrate these acts are cowards, and if they know that there's a threat already present and they don't have to wait for a cop to show up, that's going to be a deterrent for them to do it, because none of them want to die. Some of them think about it because this is going to be the final act of their life that is going to give them a legacy, but if they know that there's somebody already there that's going to stop them from and stop them quickly, they're not going to be as willing to go through with the act. So yes, I do fully agree with the teachers having a gun in the classroom.
I feel like academic intelligence would be more important than practical intelligence, because if you have academic intelligence, you can then in turn learn more practical intelligence as time goes on. But if you're only practically intelligent, you won't grasp academics as well, and I think you'd go further in life with more academics. I'm not saying that practical isn't good to have or nobody should have it or anything like that. It should be a good balance of both, but when they're starting out young and growing, academic intelligence is definitely the more important one.